Hello, hi everyone. Let's get started with our group work video for today. Um, so this is the Riemann sums versus definite integrals for this f of x function. So this is our review of 4.1. This will do 4.2. So this says estimate the area under f of x on 0 to 3 using 6 rectangles and left endpoints. So recall for the left endpoint notation, I minus or I subscript I x subscript I minus 1 is equal to a plus I minus 1 times that change of x. And that change of x, that x width, whatever you want to call it, it'll be defined here from your ending point minus your starting point over however many triangles you want. Uh, okay, I did not write that. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start off. Let's do I is equal to 1. That'll give you x0 and is equal to 0 plus 0 times, well, it's 0, but we should still figure it out on the side here. So because we're being asked 6 triangles, we'll do 6 on the bottom and then 3 minus 0 on the top, so that's just going to be 0.5. 0.5, so you'll get 0. For I is equal to 2, you'll get 1. 0 plus 1 times 0.5, which is just 0.5. For I is equal to 3, you'll get x2. 0 plus 2 times 0.5, which is just 1. And then you can see the pattern here is just adding that 0.5 each time for all of these guys. So x3 is 1.5, x4 is 2, and then x5 is 2.5. And then you need their f of x's. So f of x0 is negative 0 squared plus 3 times 0, which is just 0. F of x1 is just negative 0.5 squared plus 3 times 0.5, which is just negative 0.25 plus 1.5, which is 1.25. F of x2 negative 1 squared plus 3 times 1, which is just 1 negative 1 plus 3, which is just 2. Okay. All right, f of x3 is just a negative parentheses 1.5 squared plus 3 times 1.5, which is, that's going to be negative 2.25. And then that's going to be plus 4.5, which, if you do that, you'll get 2.25. F of x4, negative 2 squared plus 3 times 2 is negative 4 plus 6, that's just 2. And f of x5 is negative parentheses 2.5 squared plus 3 times 2.5. That 2.5, I believe it's 4 something. Here, I'm just gonna look it up. Or no, it's not. It's 6. 6.25 and then plus 7.5. And if you do that, you'll get 1.25 as your answer. So we know the sum is the width, which is right here, times the height. So I'm going to do that the area is approximately the width times all these heights. So I have 0, 1.25, 2, 2.25, 2, and then 1.25. And if I plug them into a calculator, this whole expression, I should get the answer 4.375. Is that the area? No, it's the approximate area. Keep that in mind. B. Estimate the area under f of x on 0 to 3 using 6 triangles and using right endpoints. That means you want this notation. But as we learned previously, these are going to have the same values. The only difference is that 6 point is going to be x6, which is just 0 plus 6 times the change, so 0.5, which is 3. Which again, you see that x0 should copy 0, the starting point, and x6, the ending point, should copy the ending point, 3. And that means you're doing f of x6, because you're going to copy all these as well. Excuse me, I'm scratching my eye. Okay, you'll get negative 3 squared plus 3 times 3, negative 9 plus 9, which is 0. So the area is the width times all of these heights. But you start over here. So 1.25 plus 2 plus 2.25 plus 2 plus 1.25, and then this new height plus 0. Now, if you notice, this accidentally is the exact same expression, but the plus zeros in the beginning for the left and the plus zeros at the end for the for the right. So just keep that in mind. Um, and you can do the same thing. So 4.375. Again, is this the area? No, it's the approximate area. All right. C, we're going to find the exact area now using the integral. So we're using the integral from 0 to 3 of the function negative x squared plus 3x. So we have negative x to the power of 2 plus 1, which is 3 over 3, plus 3 to the power times x to the power of 1 plus 1, which is 2 over 1 plus 1, 2. This is from 3 to 0. So you have negative 3 cubed over 3 plus 3 times 3 squared over 2, and then minus, which would be positive for that one, 0 to power of 3 over 3 minus 3, 0 squared over 2. So that whole thing we know because of 0 and it multiplying will become 0. And we're left with figuring this out, which I'm going to simplify a little bit before I do it. That's going to be negative 9. And then that's going to be plus 27 over 2. Okay? After getting 27 over 2, you can combine these using butterfly method, negative 18 plus 27 over 2, which is just 9 over 2, which is my answer. Or if you wanted it, you could have used the decimal 4.5. All right. So that's pretty much it for all of these. Again, sorry for the audio. This feels a little rushed, but I want to say I didn't gloss over anything. I think I was just talking a bit too fast. Maybe slow down the video if that's a difficulty. All right, but that's gonna wrap up the video, guys. I'll see you all. Probably I'm gonna take a little bit of a lunch break and then I'll record the video. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.